How do you deal with someone that's completely evil? Someone in your life, maybe someone that you've had to deal with before, maybe an ex, maybe a family member, and however they treat you is just utter evil. What method do you have to deal with them? Do you just forget about them, ignore them? What about if they're in care of your children? What if they have such mommy issues because their mom got killed that they just took over the whole parenting role and discontinued your relationship with your kids because they won't let you know where they are, they're hiding out, or what do you do about that? I have that situation with my ex because she knows where I'm at and she's hiding, and I have a number that I think is for her, and I don't know. Kitty cat, kitty, come on out here. I'd like my friend to be with me. Friend, the kitty cat. Kitty, where you at, kitty? He's probably asleep. He likes it when he gets loving. He doesn't like it when he doesn't get loving. You know, people need to be able to communicate. You know, because sometimes you got issues that are bigger than yourself, and you have to resolve them. And some people can't be grown up at all. They can't be grown up. They're only going to take what they can get from the situation. I hear you. Come on. Yeah. What's up, dude? What's up? Say, kitty. Hey. What's up, man? My friend here's he's not like that. He doesn't do me dirty. You looking for food? He's looking for food. He wants to know if there's food here first.
No, I came for loving, bro.
I came to give you that love, dude.
A lot of times it's hard. It's hard not to say mean things. And it's hard not to be upset by somebody's activities. But you have to try not to. You have to try to open up the communication, even if it's not going to work. I think that you should steadily reach out, even though it may not be the most comfortable thing for you to do. I think it's important that you do it. And it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. Because it hurts your pride. It hurts your ego. It's difficult. You know, and some people, they just won't communicate. They won't discuss things. You know, I don't want the person to be hurt or not happy. I just want to communicate with my kids. I still have a child that's not out of the house, should be there. And a lot of times they'll use usually what you're dealing with when you're dealing with something like that is a narcissist. Because narcissists don't have the same emotions that other people have. I don't think they experience emotions at all. And usually what comes with that is sociopaths. Dealing with a sociopath is going to be somebody that doesn't really like people, and they use people for whatever they can use them for. And the sad thing is, a lot of times when we get in relationships or we meet different people when we're younger, we're not yet versed with those types of behaviors. I mean, you know when somebody's a jerk when they're mean, but when somebody has serious mental disorders and behavioral disorders, I'm not saying that I'm perfect, because I'm not. I'm adversarial. I can be mean. I can be petty myself, but I'm also pretty empathic. When I'm opened up, I can pretty much pick up the emotions of other people's that they're putting off, and that way I know how they're feeling, and I can empathize for them, and then sympathize for them, or not. If they're feeling something that's fucked up, like jealousy or anger, I can oppose those emotions, but I can still acknowledge them to the person that's feeling them. When somebody has a major part of your life, or they have a major stake in the same things as you, like, you know, your children being okay and stuff like that, it behooves you to try to communicate. And usually somebody with a problem, they're normally going to try to find somebody to manage it. The person that I was with wanted me to fix everything. Fix it, you know? But at the same time, it didn't seem to have a real monogamous based personality. Quick to cheat, you know. A lot of times I lashed out in response. I didn't know how to. It messed me up. But in the end, if you try to communicate, if you're aware, if you can be like aware of how that person feels, if you can engage them and be like, how do you feel? How are you doing? What do you think? Then you can communicate with them. But if they won't engage you in that type of way, you're just not going to get anywhere. But you still have to keep at it and try. When you give up on somebody, or you throw them away, you cast them out, the reasons that are given in the Bible, and I'm not saying that you need that per se, but the reasons that you get in the Bible for that, it tells you to stay away from divisive people. That means people that are always trying to cause divisions. You know? They're either trying to divide you from your stuff, divide you from other people and relationships, or they're just hatefully mean, which will divide you from your own peace. And it's not healthy. So those people you're supposed to keep at the outskirts of the society, or whatever group of family that you have, you know? And maybe that's what they've done to me, but I don't know. It was pretty supportive for the most case of that person and what they did, but they didn't want me to interact or even communicate with their other partner. And I didn't say anything bad about them. I just gave them the heads up that they needed to know. I don't even remember exactly what I said, but it wasn't hateful or mean at all. It would have been whatever that person would have needed to know to not hurt that person or hurt itself. But I don't know. Dealing with programmed people. This person has a real MK Ultra personality. Like they're beta slaves. They use their sexuality to infiltrate and manipulate and gather information. And I think that they have our kids in a breeding type program, which is just fucked up crazy. But I don't know. Having to deal with somebody like that, being a recluse myself, over here petting my cat. It's difficult. But I'm not evil. I don't know if that person is evil, but their activity and their disposition is evil because they're cutting the whole family apart. And it's not nice and it's not pretty, and too much time is going by that you can't get back. And that person had issues and needed to be number one. It was important to them, to their growth and stability, that they maintain that status because of what happened with their moms. So I withdrew back and came here and stayed away from that person and let time go. But sometimes over time you have people do you real wrong and evil, and you have to not let that make you bitter. You have to overcome it and be open still to people and not hateful and cruel yourself, and just let it go.